Did you know at Kroger, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store? Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards, with no hidden fees or markups on your same family favorites, like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce. The only difference is you don't have to put on shoes. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and welcome to the EPL Index Transfer Daily. So, the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, plenty going on. The window ticks on, doesn't it, as well? We are on the 20th of January, so 11 days left. Clubs, it's now, as they say, from where I'm from, time to shit or get off the pot, and some might well be bricking it, so to speak, with what's going on at their club. So, let's have a look through the key headlines that you'll see from the broadsheets, from the red tops, from all of them today. So, quite a bit around Newcastle, to be honest. So, the Telegraph, interestingly, leads off on Newcastle, that they will be interested in trying to do a deal for Everton midfielder Andre Onana. Now, they also had the story the other day around Joe Linton, doesn't he, that he has 18 months left to go on his deal. There seems to have been a standoff in his contracts. If that doesn't get resolved soon, they'll be looking to sell him. They also had the bit around Newcastle's financial results, and whilst they weren't anywhere in breach of PSR, and there's a lot of positives and commercial deals, which they also had the other day, that there may well be a top player sacrifice. There's quite a lot with Newcastle and the Telegraph recently, so that's one to lead off on. Quite a few also have a West Ham and Arsenal link. Now, David Moyes has been on record, hasn't he, saying he's looking to do some deals, there's indications around loans. And the one player that comes up in a lot of articles, and the Mail's one to really call out, is that West Ham are trying to do a loan deal for Emile Smith-Rowe, the Arsenal attacking midfielder. For all Arsenal's recent promise or growth, he's not really been a part of the team, has he, in all honesty, even at the expense of likes of Havertz, etc. So very much the Daily Mail have that they're in talks to get a loan deal done. However, the Mail also has that Villa, Newcastle are looking to do a loan deal, and all attempts have been rebuffed at this stage. So that's interesting. And then linked in The Guardian, who have West Ham leading the race for Smith-Rowe, but West Ham are also, according to The Guardian, leading the race for Kalvin Phillips. So maybe that's the couple on loan that David Moyes is looking for, Kalvin Phillips and Emile Smith-Rowe, but definitely ones to keep an eye on because they're definitely not in favour at either club, are they? Internationally, because we always like to just mention what's going on in Europe, etc. Florian Wirtz, the jewel in the crown at Leverkusen, the 20-year-old superstar, has the, and it's understandable, this is in build, that Real Madrid, Bayern and City are all keeping tabs. The price tag will be 100 million and over. He has confirmed before it feels it's unlikely to move this summer, but money does talk, so it will be one to keep an eye on. Quite a few Italian links. So Gazzetta dello Sport, Calcio Mercato, also saying that Liverpool and Newcastle are interested in Atalanta's 24-year-old Brazilian midfielder, Edison. So he's one he got mentioned the other day with a few other clubs, so maybe of interest to Premier League. It doesn't feel like it's anything that's going to happen in the short term, but definitely one to keep an eye on. And we mentioned Newcastle as well. Now, there's a few things on this. The Newcastle Chronicle has said they won't be forced into a Kieran Trippier last-minute sale. However, there's quite a few reports in various outlets, to be honest, that 33-year-old Trippier has not had the best of seasons, high wages, may be looking to depart, maybe looking as an option, shall we say, for other clubs, and maybe in a bizarre style link after Eric Dyer. Maybe Harry Kane's just collecting piles, I don't know. But Bayern Munich, according to The Guardian, are attempting to prize away Kieran Trippier from Newcastle, and Tommy Tuchel is supposed to be a big fan. Now, there's a lot of suspicion, is this just agent talk in this regard? And also at the same time, is it to force Bayern to break the deadlock they currently sit in with PSG around Mukiele, who they're trying to sign, aren't they? Because Thomas Tuchel's been honest that he wants a right back. However, you can't dismiss it because of the overall situation. So Kieran Trippier to Bayern Munich sounds crazy even saying it, doesn't it? But one to keep an eye on. There's a few sort of international reports cropping up that it was confirmed by literally his agents, leaked it everywhere, hasn't he? Benjamin Sesko, the young Slovenian forward at RB Leipzig, who moved across from RB Salzburg, has a £50 million release clause. And naturally, that prompted headlines around Arsenal, especially keeping an eye on him in that regard. And another one to mention in 90 minutes is that United and Arsenal are looking at Bologna's Dutch striker, Joshua Zirkzee, 22 years old. Was in the Euro Under-21 Championships this summer. So definitely one to keep an eye on, probably more for the summer. You can see things are just starting to heat up. It seems the loan market, very big for some clubs, for those who are watching their pennies, as it were, so to speak. But England midfielders, Henderson went yesterday. That was confirmed, wasn't it? He did his interview around Ajax. Kalvin Phillips still being linked. Emile Smith-Rowe. English players whose careers have stalled in places. This seems a big January window for them, doesn't it? But we'll have everything you need and more on EPL Index as normal. And that, ladies and gents, was another EPL Index Transfer Daily.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Atlas Butler offers the highest level of heating and cooling services.
Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Correct. They also offer superior plumbing services.
Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Exactly. Same number for plumbing. And with 24-hour same-day service, you can call them.
Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Whenever. Oh, and if you'd like to call Atlas Butler, that number is 1-800-FURNACE. You may have heard.